All right, wherever you're joining us from tonight, share that like, share, share, share. Smash that emoji button, folks. Smash it up, good folks. Smash it up for us. Wherever you're joining us from, we trust that you guys are great. We trust that you are well. Now that we have your attention, now that, now that we have your attention, good folks, we're happy to be back. Happy that you guys are here with us. And, we're just being a little facetious on our part, to tell you the truth. Not, not too much, but just a little bit, The old song said, give them just enough to keep them hanging on. Folks, we hope that you guys are good and well wherever you all are joining us from this very, very fine evening of the 12th day of August, folks, 2024. How are you guys doing out there? How are you wonderful folks doing? And we trust that you guys are well. Relinda and all the other folks who are joining us, we're just making sure that our T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, or the I's are crossed, the T's are dotted, folks, and that you guys are well and you're receiving us from all the various places that you all join us from. Share the live, folks. Smash, smash, smash that emoji button for us. We're well rested. We're fired up at this end. Good, folks. And we are ready to go. And we trust that it's the same for you guys, wherever you all are joining us from this evening. This evening, it's pace and power. We got the fight card set. It's just some of you we're concerned about. Why y'all like come to this program late? We out here, minutes now, holding for you folks, checking to see that you guys are online. And y'all dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying. But good to see so many of you already on the live this evening. Folks, how y'all doing? We hope that you all got some rest. On the interim, we hope that you all got some rest. Here's big fancy word now. During the interregnum, while we were off, folks, we hope that you all got some rest. 200 plus of you already, 500 plus now have come to the back end. Watching us, good to see each and every one of you. Naomi Drucker, I done share. Avril, Wernella, Godfrey, Lester, Wilton, Wernella again, Donna, Viola, good to have you. Godfrey, Wilton Blue, how are you doing, champ? Good to have you. Dan Fordyce is here. Julian Mars is here as well. Shawnette Spellman, good to see you too. Maxine Still, good to have you this end, folks, and all the other beautiful and fantastic. We have had a great and fantastic time being away. Y'all don't got to worry with us. You ain't got a thing to worry with us. Folks, we are well, we are good. Happy to be back. Look, listen to me. I don't know what bothering me now. Good, like he's into this little vacation after coming in from the cold, folks. After coming in from the cold. This is a little chilly in New York. a little chilly, folks. Went up to Boston, went up to Pennsylvania, got into South Carolina. Y'all know we's them out. Who vex? We some them outies. Yep. We had a fantastic time, folks. It was so great seeing so many of you in New York, in Brooklyn. Good to see so many of you walking through some malls. People calling you out. They had the bell. Folks, we are happy that you guys are great. We're happy that you all are well. Pull it back a little bit for some of you. Who now tuning in, if you all know the broadcast, we didn't change anything much. Did we? Y'all change anything? Folks, oh my Lord. Y'all know we don't like to disappoint. We change anything? But let me rock and come with the fight card, folks. With the fight card. And folks, y'all know, we got to open a set. The teachers union say, don't bother with y'all hearing wrong the place. Wrong about. There'll be no signing of any MOU today with the government of Ghana. Abira, did you hear that? Folks, I met Abira in Brooklyn. Yeah. Abira 111. Code name 111. Yeah, met Abira. Some other folks there as well. 1111, sorry, not 111. It's 111. Yeah, that's 111. It's 1111. 1111. That's like 10 ones now. We met Abira in Brooklyn and some of the other folks as well. Good to see you, Des, Ben, and Paulette Niles. Claudette, Bob, and Lewis is here too. Claudette said, good to see and to hear me. Yep. Good to be here as well. Folks, that being said, let's get into the opener tonight. The teachers union said, Don't come wrong with you funny. Nothing unsigned. Take a look, folks. Take a listen.
The Guyana Teachers Union took to their social media page today to report that there will be no signing of a memorandum of agreement between the Guyana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education today. As a consequence, they stated that the union's negotiation team will be engaging teachers and their members in their respective clusters. It was reported over the weekend that the government has upped its salary increase to offer teachers a 10%, days after offering a 9% increase. But teachers are not prepared, according to reports, to the latest salary increase offer and want their union to continue pushing for a much higher increase. Teachers had taken to the streets some time back to protest for a higher salary increase, but those efforts have failed since there has been no common ground decided between the teachers' union and the government just yet.
Attention Linden, this is a call to action. On Saturday, the 17th of August, the Alliance for Change is bringing the Better Must Come public meeting to our own town. Join us on the Amelia's Ward Bus Park starting at 5 p.m. Hear from key presenters, Regional Vice Chairman Mark Goring, Members of Parliament, Stephen Sears, and Director Finance, Party Chairman David Patterson, and our dynamic leader, Nigel Hughes. This is your chance to be a part of the change. Better must come, Linden. Better must come public meeting on Saturday, the 17th of August, 5 p.m. at the Amelia's Ward Car Park. Don't miss it.
Yep. That's what's happening on that end, folks. And we invite you to go out and support. Go out and support. What's y'all doing on a Saturday afternoon? Folks, we're so happy to be here with you, wonderful folks. We hope that you guys are good. And we know that some of you guys have been prompting us already. Where we're going in the program, let's show you quickly some what we're picking up from around the world. How y'all doing now? How y'all? Did I see? Hold on. Come back. I know some of y'all international. Some of y'all international. I see Angela Jordan saying good afternoon. Angela's part of the world you are. You're in Florida, Angela. I know when some of y'all look outside right now, it's bright. Some of y'all live in some real high over your places. High income, high over your places. Here church in the night. Y'all looking inside, it's bright. It's bright. What y'all can tell me? Good folks, what y'all can tell us outside our window is dark. It's dark. Good to see you, Angela Jordan, and all the other folks joining us. This is one of the things we're following. There's a push, good folks, there's a push for Africa to have a place at the permanent place, that is, at the UN Security Council. At the UN Security Council. There's not plating, you know. I know we'd like to have a seat here, but we got to wait to return. Some of y'all just want to run in just and take over. Take over spirit. You know, this is happening, folks, at the UN Security Council. There is a push by officials at the UN Security Council for a permanent seat for Africa. And good folks, this here is according to the UN General Secretary, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. I said that and it sounded off. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who says that the UN Security Council is trying to reform its outdated structures and to assign Africa a permanent seat. How many of you in favor with that? How many of you in favor of that? Right now, the UN Security Council, thank you for that, Ronald Austin. I know you're going to be dotting the I's and crossing the T's for me on this one. Consists of 5 permanent members, 5 of them with veto power. China, France, Russia, United States, yellowing over the mats, and the United Kingdom. And then you have some non-permanent resident seats. Also, we usurping one right now. We are in one of those, Guyana that is, we're in one of those seats right now. Well, they're trying to reform, as the Secretary General said, some of the structures of the UN, United Nations, especially where the Security Council is concerned, and give Africa a permanent seat. Will not be something, folks. Yep, will not be something. Some of the things we're picking up, folks, around the region. For all of you who are closer to home than the others, Region 11 there, you're closer to home, you're Region 11. Region 11, but closer. We're thankful for all of you joining us this evening. Folks, here's some what we're picking up around your end. This is the future. It hasn't happened yet. Right? But we went through Beryl. Who else we had? Now, Ernesto is the next tropical. They done name it already. You don't get a baby and the baby can come out here, but you don't name it. Ernesto, the next tropical storm they're going to have. This is already prompting a lot of watches, quote unquote, and warnings in the Caribbean because how Beryl done high shape and lash me down already. Right? How Beryl done lift me up, high shape and lash me down. Folks are very concerned about the next tropical storm. And if you've been following our broadcast, we've been quoting some Caribbean authors, some Caribbean authorities in this area that told us a long time ago, these things are just going to become more prevalent. These very violent storms. It's the end of days, end of days. End of days. When you see some things that happen, I see this first lady shrinks up. Whoops! And the days things. Just set your house in order. Tropical storm Ernesto. And that's one of the things we're kind of tracking around the region, folks. You might want to keep your eyes on that, especially the frequent travel. You always once every 2 years, 3 years, we make a beeline. Food security is not an issue. Food security, this is how the whole thing is topsy-turvy. You got climate change affecting a number of things. Food security is a major concern, and that's why we were very thrilled to see, for instance, this grouping of countries coming together quite recently to talk about such a huge issue. This is the Amazon Bioeconomy and Inclusive Regional Transformation Dialogue. It's not a mouthful. Because somebody pass me a cup of water back there. Pass me a cup of water. Just like Ashley Singh with responsibility, obviously the president, the whole long thing there. Amazon Bioeconomy and Inclusive Rural Transformation Dialogue. This is the second such dialogue that has happened, and this happened in Belém, Brazil, right next door. And this very, very important issue of food security, and the aiming and the aim and objective of this whole this confab, as it were, is cooperation among, listen to it now, ACTO member countries. This is Bolivia and Brazil and Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, Suriname, and Venezuela. And it's aiming at developing a common Amazon strategy to identify, strategy and investment rather, to identify plans for efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable agri-food system in the Amazon region. Yeah, some of you got to start thinking very seriously about is food security. Shipping routes and all of that becoming more expensive, all the challenges and logistics, bringing stuff from way up north and the expenses associated with that. We got the good soil here. Right? We got good soil here. Folks, you get some good soil. Give me a shout out. There's Emmanuel and Samuel Jilts, Nigel McKenzie and Gail Samuels and Leon Blair and all you wonderful folks. Stick your hand in the earth, then you feel it. You feel it. Good soil. This side. This soil don't freeze up and so on, Flood every now and again. Every now and again, but for the most part, very good soil in lots of places in the Caribbean. But this is one of the things we're watching, good folks. It's just one of those things that we're watching. And as we on regional issues, Venezuela. Look, hold on. Who's sharing the live? Who's sharing the live? Oh, we back, folks. We are back. Who gonna share the live for us? Who gonna smash that emoji button? Venezuela. In the news. What are y'all expecting? Back in the news. And look why. There's a lot of things happening. Just like how you heard all those rumors. Oh, the teachers' union signing some pact. They're giving to 10%. Teachers deserve more than 10. Well, there's a lot of rumors circulating that the U.S. somehow was going to grant amnesty to Maduro. The U.S. said, no. That's what the U.S. said today, that they're not going to grant the Venezuelan president amnesty from prosecution for any criminal from criminal prosecution in exchange for giving up power. They are not. Them boys had elections since the 28th. The United States of America, the great United States, recognizes the opposition to have won those elections, even though the Venezuelan Electoral Authority has proclaimed that Maduro has won with 51%, even the court. I saw recently there in Venezuela, the High Court said that the opposition has not produced enough evidence to support its claim of rigging. That's something knowing to me. Like I see this movie before. Where is that? Like I see this movie before. Yeah. Yep, the court says the opposition has not presented enough evidence. Yep. The Wall Street Journal, it was, that reported quite recently that the United States was in secret talks to offer amnesty to Maduro. Well, the US today said, it is not so. I tell you about valid and credible information. I told you, take your time and peel your pint where that's concerned. Valid, credible information. That's what we're about here, folks. We got to do a quick switcheroo. Folks. So bear with us, making sure everything runs smoothly and we do not have too many interruptions. It's good to have too many of you on the live tonight. Folks, take a minute and share the live for us and smash that emoji button as well. And the other ones we come in the fight. There's a number of things we're grappling with, including this flicker. I don't know where it's come from. You know, when we're testing out before we come on, everything works well. And then you see that thing from Guadeloupe. We can't see out. The Guadeloupe thing is a flicker. Once you come in the 592, some things are inexplicable. We can't see out. See what we can? Yeah, so we flush it. That's we're flushing off some weights. You know? Flushing off some weights, Debbie Collins. I'm one flow away from my ideal weight. I am one flow away from my ideal weight. I was telling the folks in the morning, I struggle a little bit. I had 2 bouts of flu the other day. Dropped about 20 pounds. I heard the first lady had about 10 bouts. I'm one more flu away from my ideal weight. Wilma Grant, Desiree Albert, Debbie Collins, one flu away from where I need to be. How far are you? How far along are you? Flush out some of the fat. I took it easy this time. Last year when I went to the United States of America, unescorted, unquestioned, I eat through, boy. Everything passed me mouth. This time I was very, very, very careful. You see, I ain't got my liposuction money and so on. So I had to take it easy. I don't have it. All the money going to sugar. What's happening in this country where Gaisuka is concerned? What's going on? What's happening? 40 billion plus. Since this installed regime have come in, 40 billion plus poured into Gaisuko. What do we have to show for it, Patricia? Patricia Lewis wants to know what's in Guadeloupe. Call you after the program, Patricia. Call you after the program. One flew away from my ideal weight. One flew away. Margaret Nelson said, Sammy, I want a good warming out. Good warm medicine. Fix you right. Folks, what is happening in the sugar industry? Them boys said they got to set a new target. The PPP has not met one target since they gone in. They set a target, 50,000 tons. And then by the time they come up the mark, they revise it. All right, we can take 40. Right? As soon as for scrap done. All right. Hold on. 25 tons. 25 tons. And then when they go little over 25 tons, they say we have a 28% increase in production. 28% increase. Yep, that's what happened in 592. Look what happened by Gaisuko's side with this sugar production business. Take a look and take a listen.
The government of Guyana, by way of a supplemental budget, last Friday has approved another $2 billion for Gaisuku. The $2 billion disaggregated included monies mainly for salaries and production costs.
The disaggregation are as follows. Wages and salaries, 813 million. For the grinding estate, and the vested estate is 480 million, giving you 1.293 billion. Fuel, 287 million. Lubricant, 73 million. Other essential material and supplies, 470 million. Lorry contractors, 127 million, giving you a total of 2.247 billion.
That was Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa. He stated that Gaisuku has been going full steam ahead in terms of production, and the target for production has been affected by the El Nino drought, but a new target will have to be set.
Now we had 108,000 tons of cane. I mentioned it earlier in the first paper that was destroyed. So we'll have to relook at the target, but as it stands now, we are not moving because the mechanization that we have done, the new canes that we have planned, I am optimistic that we'll reach close there, but we are looking to see as close as possible of the 100,000 tons that have been projected in the minister's budget speech.
Moreover, Mustafa stated that some of the sugar factories have already started grinding, and by the end of this week, all 3 factories will be grinding cane to ramp up production.
Look, with all this expenditures, and it's almost $10 billion now, do you see the necessity for a special audit as to these expenditures for Gaisuku?
So, Mr. Chair, we are having regular auditing of Gaisuku, and even the state auditor audit Gaisuku's records.
In the 2024 budget, the government has allocated some $6 billion to the Sugar Corporation for further advancement of sugar production, and according to the minister, production last year was exceeded, but the government is optimistic that production this year will exceed again, though the drought has taken place.
Yep. So that's part of that's some of what we're seeing on that side, folks. The production targets revised, and there's a lot to blame. Right? We had nothing to blame. So 2019 was a solid year for us. A very, very solid year where sugar production was concerned. Even 2020, we had a nice time. These guys got all your oil money. They can plug in so many inputs there in the production. More than we ever had dreamed of. Now all they got is excuses why they're not hitting those targets. Very recently, Sharon Holder, the Honorable Member of Parliament and Chairman of the PNCR, asked the question. 2019 was a fantastic year. He asked them, have you also passed 2019 as yet? 4 years in. This is the question. The Honorable Member of Parliament, Sharon Holder, asking the install regime. That's what they asked me. The 2019 as yet. Oh, you see the dancing around with Zulfikar Mustafa, cute Zulfi. Totally unfocused. We focus on big house in Region 6, rivaling the Ambanis there in India. Rice and Frankie distracted. There's Rhys Albert, Carlton Smith. Focus on the wrong things. Priorities mix up. Cheryl Pancham. My mother used to say of us. My mother used to say of us. Priorities mix up. So there, Sherwin Holder was in the well of the Assembly, the National Assembly that is, asking in comparison to 2019, how y'all doing now? Oh, it's drought. It's Bigfoot. It's chicken pox. It's smallpox. It's everything. to be blamed for the state of the sugar industry. Take a look at folks. Take a listen.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we heard about revitalization, resuscitation, mechanization. They brought in technical people, we just heard from the minister, agronomists, engineers, brought in CEO, change CEO, tens of billions of dollars being pumped into the industry. On the other hand, we heard about flooding, believed in 2021, and drought in 2023. So my question to the minister, how many times, given all these facts, how many times have you exceeded or did Gaisuku exceed the annual production, as it was in 2019, the 2019 annual production?
Minister.
How many?
Mr. Chair, I think we exceed production last year by 28%. Last year's production, and then as I was saying, when we started because of the flood, we start to replant, and we had to do a lot of replanting. And as I said, we had a setback with the El Nino condition, and we have continued. We have to replace it because the 108,000 tons of canes that were lost, we have to replace those, and we'll continue. It's a work in progress.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Member, Mr.
Thank you,
Holt.
Mr. Speaker. I'm not certain that the minister understood the question or got it right. I'm speaking about the 2019 production, not the current production target, but the 2019 production.
How the minister chooses to answer, I can direct.
Mr. Chair, I don't know if the honorable member understand about the growth of cane. The factors is different. 2019, we suffered one of the most devastating flood in 2021. Almost 55% of the cultivation was destroyed. We had to rebuild it. So how you make a comparison in 2019 when you never had a flood? And you make a comparison after 2019 in 2021, 2022. But at least we recovered last year and we surpassed the target by 28%.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Member, Mr. Hola.
Thank you. The 2019 target was 92,000 something tons. What were the production for 2020, 2021, 2022?
Could you put that in a written form and generally available?
Region 4, the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union will be hosting its annual general meeting for the period 2021 to 2022 on Sunday, the 25th of August, 2024 for members of Region Number 4. The meeting will be convened at the Critchlow Labor College, Wolford Avenue at 10 hours. Members are encouraged to pre-register at bit.ly/GPSCCU AGM 2024 for further instructions on how to take part in the meeting and to vote for a committee of management. The meeting will take place both online and in person at various locations across the country. Full participation of members is encouraged. Let us move your credit union forward. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. People helping people.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yep. I hope if you're a member of the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union, that you're set, you fired up, you register, and you're ready to go. Good folks. That being said, the speaker of the nasty attitude jumps in there to protect the minister. You saw it there? As the Honorable Sherwin Hola was drilling down. Tell me in 4 years, have you surpassed the last production met? The last production figure met by the last government. He dancing around. It's El Nino, it's Bigfoot, it's Chigga, it's Guadeloupe. The speaker jumps in to say, submit that question in writing. We'll have an answer for you. He's protecting, he's shielding the minister from scrutiny, but they're coming for more money in the National Assembly. You know, as I was in the National Assembly last week, watching what was happening there, I noticed a lot of strange people around the minister, helping to guide his answer. You know nothing. helping to guide his answer. But I noticed, even with a new CEO installed at Gaisuko, earning big money. I think the Gaisuko CEO is paid 30,000. Wait for it. 30,000. Wait for it, folks. Wait for it. Bring it. 30,000 US dollars per month. Additional benefits. He's got some Spanish girls. Not anything against Spanish girls. A lot of boardroom activities unrelated directly to the company. 30,000 US dollars a month. For what? For what? Cycling oil. So they observe this thing. I said, this man got at this table here, guiding the minister, or at least answering some of these questions for himself. Pretty Militia. When the Hudson, Maxine Monroe, 30,000, and you in the pavilion, spectating. So I said, Mr. Speaker, where's this? What's this here now, Mr. Speaker? What's going on here? What's happening here? And the same nasty attitude raise itself again. Y'all sharing the live?
Honorable Member, Mr. Duncan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. On the issue of production costs, several times I've noted that when these questions come up, the answers are being laid over. If you hold, I'm going to ask the question. For an industry, I'm trying to give you some context to the question.
You're trying to give me the context?
No, I'm trying to give the honorable member.
Yeah, well, talk to me.
Mr. Speaker, for our industry that is being touted to be on the rebound and all these glorious things, I note that we had one CEO that did so well at Gaisuko. We promoted him now to ambassador, and the new CEO is absent this morning. Perhaps he's been promoted as well already, but he's not in the correct place. He should be answering some of these questions. But that being said, Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Member, Mr. Duncan, you spent more than half the time on your feet at this interjection, talking to other things other than to me and asking the question, right? Who are you to say that the CEO of Gaisuku should be here? Who are you to say that?
I'm representing the people of Guyana. That's who I am to say that.
No.
I'm representing the people of Guyana. And we're scrutinizing.
Honorable Member, Mr. Duncan, give you an opportunity to ask the question, and if you're going to disrespect the chair by speaking when the chair is speaking, you might want to take an early recess. Go ahead.
Could I answer the question you asked then of me? Who am I? I'm elected.
You have a question to ask of the minister. Ask that.
But that being said, the question I have is, why is the Minister of Agriculture, who is here for more appropriations for his ministry, so ill-equipped on questions of production costs at Gaisuko this morning?
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Are you ill-equipped?
Mr. Chair, I answered that already. This thing is keep reoccurring. Mr. Honorable Member Jordan asked the question. I said I will lead over that information, right? And for the member information, I am the minister responsible for Gaisuko, and I choose who I want to sit by my side to help me answer the question. I answer it myself. He can't come and tell me who I should bring. The CEO is there. The CEO is there, Mr. Paul Chung, who is a CEO I have a lot of respect for, and I have a lot of confidence in him that he will move this industry forward.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So he ran in. He ran in to help him. Who are you to ask, where's Paul Chung? You see that? Who are you? Is there nobody? The man who's supplying the answers to the Minister of Agriculture, who don't know nothing. He's not the CEO. The CEO up in the bleachers. He's a spectator, but he earning 30,000 US a month. He don't have the answers. It's always a small man. Carrying the weight of it. You see? He ain't getting no big money. He must be getting a little 20,000. But Chongi earning 30,000 US. And he's a spectator watching on. Because he himself don't have the answers. But he ran out the other day and said he can turn around Gaisuko. But he can't sit long in the seat. Where the answers are being given to the minister and supply some. Because he don't know. They got to carry to Gaisuko school now. Teach him about the industry. And then say, help me solve the problem. You all see the madness in this country? You all see how it from to back. The CEO in the house, but he in the stand. He's spectating because he don't have the answers. But he get the biggest salary. Friends, family, and favorites. Friends, family, and favorites. Good folks. Look at some of the other things we're following tonight. Look at some of the other things. There is no country on earth like Guyana. That's why even with a 10-year visa, I come back. Because it's nice. It's nice time here. Nice time. You think you could see that Congress place? I mean, Congress? You believe you'd see that there in the Senate? Who are you? Minority leader? Who are you? You would see that? We got to fight the guy, you know. We got to fight the speaker. We got to keep fighting him. We got to fight a lot of social issues as well. Look at some of the other things we're following, folks. Look at some of the other things we're following in this country. My God. Who can share the live? Who can share the live? You know, Julius Caesar when we were in high school? Well, like Kwame, y'all just splash. Y'all really put nothing. You know, Julius Caesar? Those who have the chairs must be prepared to shut them. Is it Julius Caesar? I gotta ask Ramson. Is it Caesar? You know, when sorrows come, not a single spies. Yeah, look some of the things that are happening in this. Folks, the accident report. One time, Washington, Region 10, a fatal accident is being probed. Jesus have mercy. You know, hold on. They tell us, I've learned, as I've now been doing some research, an accident. If a car is going about 40, 60 miles, you could survive a hit. Your bones will grow back, they can touch up. Right? Touch up. Like Kwame. Kwame look like he had an accident early in life and like his face, bones just touch up wrong. He can touch up, however touch up. 40 to 60 miles. I read that. You could survive a hit by a car, whatever. But once you go over that thing, fatal accident, Washington Road, Region 10, they tell us. Region 10. The name of the victim. The name of the person who met with this fatality is unknown. Oh, but these are trying times. These are signs of the times, good folks. If that's not enough, I'm just bringing you all from over the weekend, you know. I'm not bringing you all from the 27th of July when we signed off for a couple of days to mingle. I'm giving you all just over the weekend. Watch upon. Then there was this other one. Signs of the times, good folks. Signs of the time. Right? Is it Cromarty? This accident, I think this is Region 6. Hope I got it right. When in doubt, refer to the notes. I think we got it right. Cromarty, Simone Thompson, full of life. Full of life. So this is number 69 village under quarantine, a place called Cromarty. Knocked down by a motor car, PH8, 46 rather, 44, 46, 44, number 69 village. Thompson, they say, resided at this place called Cromarty, was crossing the road when she was struck down by this motor car over the weekend. Father have his mercies. Look right, look left, look right, look left, look right, look left, look right, look left, look right, look left. Then gotta go again. Most dangerous roadways in the world. She fell on the road surface, according to the report. Injured badly, picked up by public spirited citizens, unconscious. She was taken to Port Morant Hospital, pronounced dead on arrival. Young woman, 44 years, Simone Thompson. Her thoughts and prayers with herself and her family. It's a wild, wild west out here, folks. The wild, wild west. Thoughts and prayers with herself and that unidentified pedestrian, Linden. So whether in Linden or you're in quarantine, you're unsafe. Let's see. They are some of the most dangerous roadways in the world. Y'all be careful out there. Please and thank you. Be careful as you traverse Sabrina Blue and Wenda, Trafosa, Gail, Samuel, Donna, Omar. Be careful out there. Rastaman, Avril. Be careful out there, folks. Dangerous. It gets worse. Marlon Thomas, it gets progressively worse. Dumpside Road, Eccles, Region 4. The church by Dumpside Road. An unidentified woman found floating in that trench there over the weekend as well. Folks, we gotta be careful. People floating, knocked down. The sheer violence in this country, my God, found dead, floating in a trench in Eccles. What could she have done to somebody? What could she have done to somebody? This discovery was made on Sunday. 15 hours. Sunday. Floating in a trench at Eccles. The dump site road. I find a lot of things happening on the corridor of recent. Quite a few things happening on that corridor. Right. Part of what the investigation thus far said. Body was fished out. She's between ages 30 and 40. Examined by investigators. Right. There was what appeared to be blood and water flowing from the woman's nostrils. Her face was swollen, body clad in long black tights and a gray armless top with one-side slippers. According to the initial investigation, there were no marks of violence seen on the body, which was escorted to the Memorial Gardens Funeral Home, awaiting identification and a post-mortem examination. This other one now. Carnage on our roads and waterways we often talk about. The sheer carnage on our roads and waterways. The violence against our women and our girls like you would not believe. Thank you, Daily News, for the photos here. Brutally beaten by her ex-husband, tied up and beaten in front of children because he wants her back. Oh my God. I could see her, so fuzzy and so willing to go back to Christian like this. In front of the children. According to the reports. In front of the children. Let me give you all some more of it. Of what we know. Sherry Singh, 26 years old. Abused. Apparently by her paramour. She hails from Enterprise. And she was brutally, according to the report, assaulted by her abusive ex-husband, Kishan, is it Kongbari, in the presence of the two children. If you don't respect her enough, not to abuse her, not to assault her like that, I think you're mind too much about the children. Here you mind too much about the children. According to reports, he's 38 years old, hails from the Essequibo, Region 2, entered the woman's residence, tied her up Saturday night, brutally assaulted her. Could you imagine that? Jump the fence, Because he owned her. Broke her phone. Began beating her with a wire. She received several cuts about her body. That's according to the report we have. She was then thrown to the ground, cuffed with his bare hands throughout the night. And the kids, forced to listen to the beating their mother received from the abusive father. And somehow, a man in his twisted mind thinks a woman will be eager to get back with him. Will be eager to get back with him. Right? And then listen to this. Listen to this. During all of this, the 5-year-old daughter apparently, on Sunday, right, asked the father to take them to the zoo. There it is, Jesus. He took her and the brother, went to the zoo, with the mother still tied up home. This is that's kind of madness here. Took the kids to the zoo. The mother still tied up home. Tied up home. And it's during that interregnum that she managed to escape the house and alerted neighbors. Oh, you got some sick people. I know people who did less than this. 50 police descend on the home, looking for 2 seeds. 75 police. This is where you got to send them after. These beasts. Women, my women folk, get out before it's too late. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Before it's too late. My TikTok women. Not like my women. Those of you who viewers on TikTok. Before it's too late. Make that decision. You don't deserve that. Don't accept it. Wrapping up now. Wrapping up. Think it easy? Yeah. Look. You might be broke, isn't everybody? Assault rival. Whole set of foreign currencies. You got your pound. You got your Jamaican dollars. You got your, what is called the US? What's that name? The greenback? Something of that sort. You got the US. Thousands of dollars in foreign currency. AKs 47 rifle. Matching ammunition. What people... I think, like, y'all know something we don't know in this country. What are y'all expecting? What are you expecting? Western Pickering. This is a 42-year-old businessman of her selling who was found with this loot. A lot of foreign currency, local currency, rifle and matching rounds of ammunition at his residence on Sunday, according to the police force, in what is termed an intelligence-led operation. Those that aren't successful aren't intelligence-led. It's the successful ones. Officer said they searched Pickering home at her selling. Somerset Court housing scheme her selling, to be precise, where they found all of this stuff. He was told why they were there, to search for arms, ammunition, and drugs. And he said he consented to the search according to the report. Right? Listen to this. Hold on. 11,000 Canadian dollars, 1.7 million Guyana dollars, right? 1,500 US, 10 Chinese yen, 5,000 TT dollars, right? 70 Barbadian, Jamaican dollars, pounds, euros. Jesus, there's a cambio. There's a cambio happening here, folks. You know, cambio happening. Yeah. Finally, folks. Finally, this evening in the news. Thank you, coverage. I've been following this one, folks. I've been on the edge of my seat following this one. What a sad story. In many regards, very, very sad. This reminded me of one. They found some guys at the Marriott parking lot in a vehicle? Is it the Marriott parking lot? Reports today concerning the post-mortem findings of Tony Sulker, that close associate and prime suspect in the death of attorney Richard Lane. That post-mortem examination suggests that Tony Sulker died from pesticide poisoning, having ingested pesticide. Right? And according to the reports, Sulker claimed that their relationship was platonic and that he discovered Lane slumped in his car on a bridge. And if you read this story in all the forms, Sulker and Lane met at the Marriott. He was invited to live with Lane. He said they had no problems. Then, somewhere along the line, going to get some Starbucks and coming back to the resident, something went wrong. Are we going to hear the real truth? What transpired here? What were the circumstances that led to Attorney at Law Richard Lane's brutal murder? Are we going to ever know? Are we going to ever know? Sulker said Sulker told detectives rather, that he had called Lane's mother, Penelope Lewis, picked her up from a spot in the city, returned and found the car door locked. Initially, after he had seen Lane slumped in this vehicle, couldn't get in. He ended up breaking the window of the driver's side of the car. And then this ghastly scene. And the autopsy on Lane determined that he died from a single stab wound to the neck. And then we know now that CCTV footage from Sheriff Street revealed that Sulker exited Lane's car sometime during that evening at a spot on Sheriff Street with a white plastic bag. They said Chinese food was in this bag. So the clothes was also discovered, washed and dried in the house washing machine. And then he himself, this policeman, was found in distress near the residence after Lane's death, rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. There it was said that he had ingested what we now know as a pesticide. Will we ever know what really transpired here? Will we ever know? Keep you guys posted. Finally. Is there finally? Yep. For your information, as we leave you guys this evening. Wanted. For your information. Chiquan Caesar. Wanted for questioning in relation to computer-related forgery and related serious offenses. Those are the facts as we know them at the hour. Chiquan Caesar. Questioning in relation to computer-related forgery and other serious offenses. So you all know Mr. Caesar, tell him the police force is looking for him. The police was looking for him. First day back, y'all see the heavy issues we got to do it. Right. The heavy issues. First evening back. It's been a privilege being here with each and every one of you. We tried as much to keep it light this evening. We're getting into heavy issues. Try to keep it light this evening. Try to keep it light. And as we go, folks, we're going to forego the closer. That being said, good folks, that's our time this evening. And that's our program. So great to have seen Mark and Wendell. Horace Calder is on the live. Met Horace in Brooklyn recently. Thanks for the thing, Horace. And all the other folks. Thanks for the things. Please and thank you. Desiree and Valerie and Marcy, Maxine Monroe, Dan Waters. Lord have his mercies. Jamal Aziz, good to see you there, Jamal, and Stacey and Soul Heaven Faith. And all the other folks joining us like Bushmaster. Good to see you folks, Siobhan, Kim Walker, Rhonda Gordon, Tessalane Eastman, Asha, and all the other folks. Share the live before you go. Smash that emoji button as well. We get down to it. Right. Naomi says, since Mia installed Irfan, right? Guyana, get like Barbados. What does that mean? Not a mystery. That's all, folks. That being said, that's our time. That's our program. Stay safe. We see you guys on the next one. Stay safe.